All right, welcome back to episode 41. We retrieved everything from the end, made it back to the overworld, and now I'm wanting to make sure I have mending on my Elytra. So I have a plan for that. Let's see if it works. All right, let's get into the game. Okay. All right, so we're back here at our little XP farm. Let's see. We have our Elytra, but we need to make sure that it doesn't get worn out and go away. So let's see. Let's put a few things away here. Yeah, we have all these shulker chests that we need to kind of get organized. Let's see. Just tossing a few things in there. We got more shulker shells. Yeah, trying to figure out how I want to do this. So, yeah. Just trying to get things organized a little bit. Okay, and we got the shulker chest. Okay, so what I'm thinking is we had that igloo that we found, and we saved the villager that was down there. Oh, very nice. So I'm thinking we go over there with a lectern, and we see if we can convert that one into a librarian, and then we try to get it to have the mending book. And since it is thankful that we saved its life, maybe we'll get a really good deal on the mending book. And then if that happens, maybe we can get it back over here to around this area, and we can start a little village here and use that as our iron farm. So, not sure if it's going to work, but we're going to give it a try. Okay, I think I had a bunch of bookcases. There we go. It's not a bunch, but we'll take it. Alright, and how do we make a lectern? First, we spell it correctly. There we go, lectern. So we need some slabs. I think slabs are that. Yeah. There we go. And then we will make a lectern. And I'm thinking the other one would be a composter to make it a farmer. And then that way we can do some easy farming, have some trades, and then we can get the emeralds that we need to trade. So we need more slabs. And now we can make a composter. Okay, so I'm thinking we take these over there and see if we can make them into the professions that we actually need in the game. And let's go ahead and hit some more zombie feet real quick. Alright, very nice. Okay. Let's see, we still have a potion of healing. We have our silk touch pick. We have a lectern, a composter. Let's see. We don't really need the slab and the bookshelf. I'll put those away. Okay, I think we're ready to go. So we can take the boat, or we can fly with our Elytra. Actually, let's check one thing real quick. I think we'll take the boat just to be sure. Let's see. Yeah, we have a few emeralds, so we can go ahead and take those out. Use our silk touch, pick that back up. Yeah, we need to get efficiency on there. Takes a while to pick that one up. Okay. Wow, that's a... Yeah. I like it. Just wasn't expecting to see one. Let's see. How is our stuff doing in here? While we're over here. More lava forming. Waiting on more of the dripstone and the sulfur spikes. Okay. I think what we're going to do is head over toward those ice spikes. I know how to get there from that village. So we might as well head over there, find that village again. Pretty sure it was off in this direction, a little southeast of us. Yep. Yeah, I think that's the right way. Yeah, I see the polar bears. That's a good sign we're heading the right way. Let's see. Yeah, I think it was more south. Yeah, I was thinking we should have brought a bed, but if we're going by that village, we can always sleep in a bed there real quick. Actually, we could sleep in the bed at the igloo if we really needed to. Pretty sure it's around here somewhere. We could have looked at the map before we left. Yeah, kind of rushing off on a new adventure. Didn't really plan ahead very well. Yeah, there's the polar bears. Okay. I don't know, maybe I am going the wrong way. Let's see. You know what, I think it was more north instead of south. Yeah, this doesn't look right. And that is a Zodilus burning up in the sunlight. This is interesting, but it's not getting us to our igloo. Alright. Off in the wrong direction. Yeah, the reason why I'm wearing the Hawaiian shirt is I just came back from a Weird Al Yankovic concert. That was awesome. Alright, yeah, I'm just kind of exploring now. This is really cool. Yeah, I think we needed the ice spikes biome. Not sure if that's what that is over there. I think it's the first time we've been here because the water's just now flowing. This is just really cool exploring over here. Let's avoid that. Alright. Yeah. Scenic tour over. Let's head back. We'll go along the coastline, go north, and we should be able to find the village. Sunset is beautiful. Look at all those colors. Okay. You know, I could pick up the boat and use the bottle rockets and the Elytra to get there. That is an option now. But I'm having too much fun in the boat. Let's see. Yeah, no, not the most interesting episode so far. Alright. Oh, we got spiders there. Oh, and there is the Zolus. Let's avoid him. Oh, he missed. Ooh, it's close. Okay, there was a little landmark there. It was north of that. Yeah, I saw that and I was thinking it was south of it, but yeah, it was north of that. I'm pretty sure the Zolus is not following us. Only heard the one trident, so I think we're good so far. Yeah, so we had that lit up over there. I think I looked for the smoke the last time I came over this way. That was the easy way to find it. Well, this feels like we're going the wrong way again. Yeah, got creepers up there. Not seeing the village. Yeah, I would think that we would see it. We'd see the light of the village as we get closer to it. Nope. Alright, I think we're lost. Lost in the cold, the deep frozen ocean. Alright. Well, we're lost at sea. Alright, let's head back over and we will check our map maybe. I know that there was a village. I thought that it was this way. I know we went over that way because we lit up the top of that little peak there. And that's where I considered going over and trying to feed the bears. Ill advised. Let's see. Pretty sure that was all beach. Hey, where is that village? Yeah, so episode 41. Been doing this for a little while now. Gotten some views. I know with series, people tend to lose interest the longer they go. So I don't know if it's productive to continue with the same series. If I'm trying to, I don't know, grow a channel. I'm not sure how to approach that. I mean, I'm still really doing this for fun. But, you know, part of the goal of having fun is, you know, trying to build something with it. But I don't know. I think we're lost. I really think I'm lost. Let's see. Oh well, we're just gonna wander in the ocean for an entire episode. Oh goodness. Okay, what kind of zombie villager is that? I don't know that I've been over here. This looks different. Alright. I am lost. Alright. Should we sing Gilligan's Island? Alright. I think this is the way back home at least. Maybe. Although that looks like mushrooms. Did we get lost and find a mushroom island? It's looking like a lot of mushrooms. Well, I think maybe we did. Wow, we just lucked up and found a mushroom island as we got lost in the ocean. And the nice thing is there should be no mobs. That's wow, we did. We found mushroom fields. Look at that. Wow, that was a lucky find. Let's see. Let's light it up a little bit just so we know that we've been here. But yeah, no mobs are going to spawn. It's more lighting it up so we can see it better. Wow, that's really cool. Now I'm not seeing any mushrooms. There's a mushroom. Look at that. Beautiful. Alright. Now I know we need to breed them at some point, so we need to know how to get back here. And right now I'm only seeing those. I imagine more will spawn. It's actually a decent sized island. This is pretty cool. I'm liking this island. You know, if you like mushrooms. I thought there were not supposed to be any mobs on a mushroom island. There must be a block that it can start on over there. Maybe a cave or something. Do I have arrows? I got a bow with no arrows. Nice. Let's go ahead and kill the creeper. Figure out where it came from. Alright, yeah, where'd the creeper come from? Hopefully it's just the one. Interesting. Oh, there's some grass blocks right there. We light that up and we should be creeper free. Okay. Alright, sun's coming up. Let's see what we see when we get up here. Okay, and where did we leave our boat? Oh, there's a little mushroom island over there. Where did I leave my boat? Yeah, I'm just not focused tonight. Yeah, losing my boat, losing my island, losing the whole city. Alright, do we get to the other side of the island? Alright, where is my boat? I didn't pick it back up. Alright, there's our mushrooms. Yeah, it should be over there then. Oh, I see a ship out in the water. Yeah, so the boat should be right over here. There it is. Alright. Do it. Let's check. Yeah, mushroom fields. Okay. And there's another little mushroom island over there. Let's go check that one out. Looks like that one has some mushrooms. Wow, that one's pretty nice. Now I did have a... Yeah, I did have some wheat with me. I'm not sure if I still have it or not. Pretty sure all my stuff ended up in a chest somewhere. I just don't know if it's one that came with me. We can do some of that. There we go. We bred... Well, wait for it. There we go. We bred mushrooms. And I think we need to have some mushroom stew. Did we already? Yeah, we already did the mushroom stew. that back up. Okay. We want to head that way. Let's head back over toward the ice. It's nice to know that the mushroom fields, islands are near all the ice. Yep, I see the Nautilus below us. Oh, that's another water monument right there. And then what kind of biome is this over here? It's like taiga, maybe? Feels like I need to go around this. Let's see. We are heading south. I know I saw the, it's like a village up top there. There's something up top of the hill. It almost looks like another igloo up there. Maybe we found another igloo. Let's circle around this real quick just to see if anything looks familiar. Just wandering in the ocean. Okay. Does that mean we've been here before? Or it's just random broken stuff in the ocean? Alright, I think this episode is just going to be lost at sea. Wow. Okay. Yeah, none of this looks familiar. I think we've just wandered away. We're just finding random things here. That is a pillar sticking out of the ocean for no reason. Alright. Anybody know the way home? At this point, I'm thinking we head east. We find home, and then we come back out. There we go. Turning off the chunk borders. Had that on for the one chunk world that we were playing. Yeah, I was out of town, so I didn't get to do any one chunk world this Friday. Looking forward to playing that again. Alright. I think we were heading south west, so maybe if we head northeast, that'll get us back home. Yeah, I see that one in the water there. It's a little ship down there. Yeah, I should have brought my maps, or at least check the maps first. And there's the Mushroom Island again. Okay. Alright, well, I think we're starting over on the Mushroom Island. Alright. Let's see, which way should we try now? we go this way. Yeah, we're gonna head east. Let's see where that gets us. Yeah, it's amazing how quickly I got lost tonight. Bad sense of direction sometimes. Just out floating in a boat. If only we had a goat. Yeah. After all the excitement of getting the Elytra back last time. This time I'm just floating in a boat, lost in the ocean. Alright, let's see if this looks familiar over here. This is heading north. Wow, how did we get so turned around? Okay, looks like another water monument over there. Okay, there's ice again, so I think we're on the right track. This feels like when we went south, when we were starting the exploration of this second map in the south. Yeah, we got turtles over there. I think that was the Zautilus that we saw earlier that just went poof. So got more polar bears. Not seeing any smokestacks from the villages. I wonder if I change the render distance so they're out of range. I think that's the landmark I'm looking for, but it may not exist. Okay, yeah, there's the torch on that island. All right, let's head back to our. We'll head back to our base over here. So, yeah, 30 minutes of just wandering in the ocean. Sorry about that. But we did find the Mushroom Island. And we got to breed the mushrooms. Yeah, we're on the right track now because I remember that little broken portal over there. Because when I was trying to get the woods wolf, after I tamed it, I was trying to get it back to base past that. So I think base is just up here around this bend. And I'm pretty sure I did have the view set differently. Maybe I was at 24 chunks. Maybe that made the difference. I don't know. We'll see. But yeah, there's the overturned boat right there. And yep, there's base. Let's get to base, sleep, and we're going to head due west, and I think that'll get us over there. Alright, almost back. Love the way that looks, lighting up the sugarcane. And our nether-ending story base looks pretty cool. I'm liking that portal. Alright. Okay, we have slept. And let's go this way. just looks interesting over there. I think it's just one of those little, I don't know, relic kind of things. It's over in those, yeah, in the biome that has those trees, yeah. What is that? I think it's just a taiga. Maybe an old growth taiga. Yeah. It's one that has the mossy cobble. There's the smoke. That's what I was looking for. Okay. Now where's the path that gets us there? I think we had to go around a little bit and then circle back. Otherwise we're going at all of those polar bears. And the place that we're going is right over here. So we kind of lucked into finding that last time. Let's get our little boat right over here to this corner. And I think it was right up here. It wasn't far because we really got lucky. We went right to an igloo. But there's not snow here, so this can't be right. Maybe that's where we went looking earlier. Yeah, thought I knew where I was going. Didn't have it clearly marked. We're just wandering. Yeah, let's get over toward the, I need to eat. Yeah, we're moving. But where are we going? Let's go to that village. Okay, so from the village we went that way. Okay. Going over to this little bed. Resetting spawn before anything crazy happens. Yeah, because this is the little hut that I always sleep in when I come over here. Alright, we're back on track. Sorry for the long diversion. Alright.
Respawn point set.
Okay, and then we just went this way and we found it. But you know what? We have Elytra. Let's do this the fun way. After all that. Okay, so the village is there. We went this way, and the igloo was right over here. Maybe? Or maybe I should have just walked over it. Oh my goodness. Okay. Village. We ran this way. We went up into here and we immediately ran into an igloo. Where was it? Yeah, we didn't go far. But this isn't snowy. So I think we have to get closer to the snow. Where was our igloo with our cured villager? There it is. Ah, we found it. Okay. There we go. Let's check coordinates real quick. Okay. 2345. 459. Alright.
Respawn point set.
We will reset spawn there. And let's go visit the villagers. And we want to do a lectern and a composter. Okay, everybody still good? Okay, and I haven't traded with either of you, and I'm hearing slimes. Okay, well, let's get rid of this. And yeah, there are slimes just outside of this. Wow, spiders. Yeah, you got all kind of scary neighbors. I'm going to take this, and that'll turn you both back into normal villagers. Okay, so if we do a lectern, one of you should turn into a librarian. Okay, are you the correct one? You are the correct one. And you have an efficiency. Okay. So we want to lock the other one into being a farmer. Yep. We don't have trades for you. Yeah, I didn't bring everything. Let's pick that one up again. Now that the other one is locked into being a librarian, we want this one to be a farmer that we can trade with. Okay, carrots. You know what? I didn't bring any food. Okay, yeah, again, I did not plan this very well. Let's see, can we set that down and get anything useful? No, we cannot. Goodness. Okay. Poorly planned one. Okay. Well, that one has at least the carrots that we left behind. How many do you need? 22. That's not going to work. Let's see. What can we do? What can we do? And what do you have now? There we go. We can do that one. Yeah, we can trade wheat. And that will lock that one into being a farmer. Let's see. Yep, we can put that down. Now we can get some wheat. Let's see. Let's turn that back into wheat. There we go. Now you are wanting to trade. Now you are our farmer friend. Alright. You are now a farmer. You, with the great deals, you're going to learn how to make a mending book for me. Which means I get to pick this up several times until you finally give me the right thing, and then we will trade. Yep. And what do you got this time? Bookshelves. Nope, don't want to do that. Alright, it's 2 tries. And Bane of arthropods. Definitely not. Okay. Oh, nope. Didn't mean to hit you. Didn't mean to hit you. Up. Calm down. Calm down. Okay. Yep. Still got a good deal. Okay. Okay. Yep. I'm trying to hit the book. Not you. There you go. Let's put that down again. And decide to be a librarian. Very good. Let me see what you got. Nope. Not this time either. Okay. And let's try again. And what do you have? Impaling. 4. Nope. And again, what have you got? You wanna come over here? I didn't place it closer for you. You wanna go over there? Yeah, okay. There you go. Come on over. Books. There you go. Nope. Not that time either. This could take a while. It will be worth it though. To have really cheap impaling books. Or not impaling. Mending books. That's our goal. Mending. Alright. Okay. I'm just listening to the zombies and the slimes. Thorns. Nope. And again. What have you got? No, get over there. Go see that. There you go. What do you got? Silk touch. Useful, but not what we're going for. We need mending. Let's see. Yeah. Put it right in front of you again. What have you got? Nope. Trial and error. Random generation. Yeah, the RNG will give it to us eventually. Yeah. You don't see it? It's right there. There you go. What have you got? Riptide. Interesting, but not what we need. Get over there. There you go. No, you're gonna stand on top. So don't let me hit you. And loyalty. Nope. Still trying. So I'm trying to do these at less than an hour. I know I wasted a lot of time out in the ocean, but we should be able to get mending. That's the goal. I'll go over there. Go over there. See the lectern? There you go. Nope. Over there. See the lectern? Yeah, you're looking at it. Oh, go over there. Alright, I'll bring it to you. There. And multi-shot. Another interesting one, but not the one we're going for now. I'm not gonna look behind you. Do you see it? There you go. What have you got this time? Loyalty 3. Very nice, but not what we want. Alright. And again. Oh, you're blocking him. He can't see it through you. Do I need to move it again? Alright, what have you got? Nope. You don't even have one this time. Alright, let's try again. And lunge. Nope. Let's try again. Oh, careful. Nope. Alright, so the challenge is, are we going to get this within an hour-long episode? Nope. There are other ways of getting it, but yeah, this is what we're going for. Alright, and nope. No. Smite. Nice one, but nope. And nope. I've lost count. Luck of the Sea. At least it's Luck of the Sea 3. Alright. What about now? Unbreaking 1. Okay. Oh, no. Don't make me hit you. I don't want to get you mad. I like that discount. Alright. Nope. Got the bookshelves again. Now see, if we make a trade with him, he's locked in. So we want him to have, lure 3. We want him to have the mending. And multi-shot again. Alright, now we're going to wear out this iron axe before he gives us what we want. Lunge 2. Okay, and break it again. At least now he's kind of trapped over there. That makes it a little bit more convenient. There you go. That's a little bit more efficient, at least. Fire protection. Multi-shot. Third time. And what do you got this time? Nope. Frostwalker. That's a fun one, but not what we want. Oh, where'd it go? Ah, it glitched on us. What can we place down so that it will reappear? There we go. And thorns. Nope, definitely don't want thorns. 3. Alright, and now he's back in this little hole. And fire aspect. Another fun one, but not what we want. Channeling. Okay, getting some fun ones. Let's get the mending. Feather falling. Nice. And feather falling 4. Very nice. But not what we want. Alright. Frostwalker 1. And knockback 2. Yeah, I'm questioning whether we're going to get it before we run out of... Oh, infinity. That's a nice new one. That would really come in handy if I had at least 1 arrow. But, nope. Alright, let's see. This is the time. Nope. And lure. Fortune. Yeah, I think we are going to use this. We're going to use up the pick before it's, or the axe before it shows us the right one. Smite 3. Alright. Come on. Silk touch. Bane of arthropods. Oh, wow. 5? Wow. Okay. Still. It's Bane of arthropods. And Fortune 3. Really nice one, but we have to pass because we really need mending. We want our Elytra to last for us. Finally. Finally. Okay, so how do I translate that? It's 19 emeralds, and we have 17 and a book. So we need 17 and a book. Alright, well, we know what we need. I was hoping I would have it, but nope, I've only got 17 and no books. I don't think we have it in our chest. Nope. Alright, so we need to go back, get more emeralds. You stay there, be content. And then we'll need to get him back to the village at some point. Or we need to get him back to the base and make a village at some point. But we have him set at a mending book. That was the main goal. I think we... Okay, so it's not night. It just looks really dark. I think it's almost night. No. Okay. I think we just head straight out from the door, and that will get us to where we can see. No, I didn't go straight, but trying to find a straight path. There we go. And then when we get to the shore, what is our direction? Right there. Okay. You know what, I'm going to put a torch right there. we're gonna go back over here. Alright, so we got it set. We just need the mending. We need a book. And we need some more of our emeralds, which all of that, I think, if it's not in our ender chest, it's going to be back over at our island base. I don't even know if it's at the other base. I think we might be able to get a book from there. Well, potatoes. I don't know that there's anybody here we can trade with to get what we need. Yeah, you guys are trapped over there. So you need paper for emeralds. Ooh, I can get some arrows because I don't have any arrows. Yeah, we're going to do one trade just so I have... Well, we're going to do 2 trades. I need some arrows. Okay, 3. Alright, now we're good. We're good. I'm not going to use up all of my emeralds. But we do need to get back. Hey, wait a minute. What was your other trade? Yeah, I can reverse the trades. I can make some sticks. Oops, not like that. Right, and we're gonna do this. And this. Okay. And then if we exit out, do you have new things? No. Okay, but we're back up to 16, so that's good. We need more. And what do you trade? Yeah, we'll trade with you. We'll get a couple more. I don't have enough to get all the way there. So can you make more stick trades? Yeah, you can. Okay. You know what? We're gonna trade one more time. Alright, there's our 19. Now we need a book. I don't know that there were any books here. What do we need to make a book? We need leather and paper, I think. I don't think he had anything in here. No. But we can get a book at our base. Pretty sure we had some more books there. Ah, hate those things. Okay, what have you got? Nope. What about you? Nope. Yeah, we traded stuff over here. Nope. Yeah, I don't think anybody over here had what we need. Oh, wait. Well, that's nice. Huh. I kind of want to take that. Yeah, I'll take that one for now. But you don't have any books. We may have already taken his books. I can't remember. We have been to this village a few times, so I may have taken his books. But we know we have a library back at the end base, so we can just head back that way. Okay, let's do this. Okay, that's an extra electron. And let's do this, since now we know we have mending. Okay. Am I getting turned around already? No, this is the way we need to go. Yeah, polar bear's there. There's base. And yeah, we're not doing too much damage to it. There we go. Now we're flying. Falling with style. Alright. Yeah, that base looks really cool. Look at that. It's a nice landing strip for while we're flying. Look at there. We'll land in the water instead. Okay. Okay, we need a book. And we can grab some more of those just in case. Nope. Let's check in our XP farm, and then if we don't find them there, we will... we can go to the library, because the library should be pretty easy to access from our XP farm. Oh, we got lots of books. There we go. That's all we need. Well, we don't have lots. We've only got the one. Wow, did we use up all the books? We need more books. But that is a problem for later. Right now, we just need to get back over there and lock him in for the mending books. Alright, let's go back up. I think we have everything we need. And we're going to need more rockets eventually. But this will get us there quickly. Okay, so we went this way. We went north. Went along the coast. And then we should see the village. There we go. And then we had a torch over here on the way to it. Yeah, we're doing slow flying now. We're just kind of gliding in. Okay, yep. So we're aiming for that torch that's over there on the right. Let's see, how much have we damaged? Yeah, we definitely need to get mending on there. You can't fly very long. We need to get unbreaking on them as well. That way they will last longer. The mending will help. Okay. And did we get off track? There it is. Okay, let's go in, make the trade, and we will lock in a mending librarian. Ah, mission accomplished. Yeah, this was kind of a roundabout episode. But we did find the mushroom island, which is very nice. Even found a second little one. We have our farmer, and we have our mending book. Oh, it's only 15 now. It was 19 earlier, right? Yeah, we're going to lock that one in at 15. Okay. And we will purchase the mending book. Yes, we have a mending book. Oh, and you're wanting to trade. Haha. Alright, we have a mending book. Let's go back and put mending on our Elytra, and then we will plan out bringing these guys back and starting a village at the base. We have extras. We can leave that one here for now, just in case we want to put things in to bring them over here to this area. Alright. Now, we need to make a trade with him. We already locked him in. Yeah, we did make a trade. So now if we pick these up, they should be locked in. But, yeah, let's go ahead and take the mending book back. And put that on. It should be easy enough to put that on there. We can check our other books and see if we can go ahead and put Unbreaking on there. We may have Unbreaking on a book as well. Alright, let's fly back. You know, actually, there is an anvil in this village. Yeah. I think. Well, no, I don't think he has an anvil. I think he has other stuff. He doesn't have that. Alright, let's double check. Yeah, we're not damaging it too much. There we go. Flying right back to our island. Got our base all lined up. Probably could have got it in one rocket. Let's see if we can circle around and land over here next to our portal. You can kind of circle and do a soft landing. Alright, let's go down. Alright, and right at an hour. So mission accomplished. Roundabout way. Got a little lost in the ocean. Found the mushroom island. It was worth it. Alright, so we need to take our elytra off. And then we will put it in there. Put our mending book in there. And it cost us only 2. And we will have mending elytra. There we go. Now the beauty is we're at an XP farm. Let's see, you're at that amount. Alright, yeah, that's going to go to improve that. Yeah, and we can heal our elytra, get it all the way back up to full power. Real quick, let's check, see if we had an Unbreaking book. Unbreaking 3, there we go. How much will that take? Yep. Let's see, put you there, and Unbreaking. There we go, Unbreaking 3 and Mending. Do we want to give them a name? Tell you what, if you watch this episode and you have a good name for our elytra, we will rename them. There we go. We have Unbreaking, Mending, Elytra. Fantastic. And there we go. They're getting healed. Take another round or 2 of that, and we will have fully repaired elytra. Well, I need more than just 1 zombie. That's not going to do it. Okay. So yeah, do we need to bring another map over here? So this is where we're at. We flew this way, so that village is kind of up in here, which I think would be maybe on the other map. I think that village may be slightly west of it. Wow, it's taking a while in between spawns. Just thinking about it. There we go. We just get 2 that time. So what have you got? Okay. Almost. I think we will finish this when we get that one back up to full power. And we'll toss that in here. Almost there. Do we get everything over? Okay, so that's the second lectern, which we can save over here. We can use that to make a second one once we start reproducing our villagers. So we're going to need food for them, so we're going to have to go back to the other base, get food. And I want to kind of plan out the iron farm so that they're kind of integrated into that. I mean, there's really efficient ones, but I'm wanting this one to be kind of incorporated into our marketplace so we can get books set up. Or it might be better. I don't know. I have to think about that a little bit. Not sure how I want to do the villagers here. I'd like to set up all the different ones for the books that I'm wanting. But I don't know that that's going to be the best way to do an iron farm. Look at you. You're going to... Yep. You just bounced until you died. I think one more should do it, if that one hadn't bounced. Okay, maybe these. Really? Just one? There we go. That's got to be. There we go. Mission accomplished. We got the mending, and we got our elytra all the way back up to full power. And we even have Unbreaking on them. Alright, so let's get back over here where we started the episode. And let's check, see what we got here. All right, so our goal was to get the mending villager. We have mending book, and we got our Elytra set up, and we know where they're at, and we can bring them back over here and start a village and use that to make an iron farm. So yeah, I have to plan that out a little bit, but yeah, that'll be in a future episode. All right, well, thank you for watching. Sorry this one was roundabout, lost in the ocean for a while, but we eventually found a mushroom island to make it worth it. I keep repeating that, but that is valuable, and that is one of those hard to find biomes sometimes. So we lucked and found that while we were lost. And then we did find the igloo, and we got our villagers set, we got our mending, and we have a farmer. So this is going to be really good. All right, well, subscribe, come back for more. I'm going to keep making these. I'm having fun. We got plans for the future, and we're going to get all the advancements. We are only at 60 of 126, so we're not even halfway there yet. So this is going to be a long series. Having fun with it, and just going to continue playing some Minecraft. All right, well, let me get my controller over there. All right, and I will see you next time.